Can help eliminate crimes starting in Virginia. And I haven't been able to do that because we don't have inside-outside communication in Virginia. So I couldn't help my parents. John Marteri went missing in 2015. And my mother allegedly drowned in 2016. And I haven't been able to help my children who were taken in 2018 for no grounds of removal. Just like my daughter, Emma Grace. She was only 2 days old. And I did nothing wrong. And my children are supposed to be, my oldest children are supposed to be in Farmville, Virginia. Josh Davis was on, he's an adopted parent. And he was on that preaching sermon. But where are the children that he adopted, my oldest children? I really need observation calls and text. I really need that in Halifax, Virginia. They shut my text down a bunch of times. And the officers are not being told exactly what's being said. So I'm not sure where my kids are right now, my children. I love them with all my heart. They're the greatest gifts the Lord ever blessed me with. And how do you help with federal investigations if we don't have inside-outside communication? There's no way possible you can do that. So I need inside-outside communication. I also need a new system on the inside because I need to know my children in school. And a group of people, they tell me it's not a task force now. But they tell me all kinds of different stuff anyway. But I really need DSS to work with law enforcement. I need the DSS supervisor in Halifax fired. She is lying to the judge. They're not watching them at DSS take their drug test. They're paying a medical facility to not watch you take it. And so, with that being said, we need a computer in a $3 million courtroom. Like, when I had the first court date, the lawyer Susan Inch said, well, my client, no offense, is fat. She's not on drugs. Well, objection. They're not watching you take your drug test. And also, I need to watch you take the drug test at DSS. And then I want to eliminate jurisdiction interference. And anyone that has any sense would understand, like, we live in this world where there's always more crime than people to help. And I need law enforcement or a group of people, it's not task force, to be familiar with the children in the system. And I say system because whether they've been adopted or in foster care, COVID restricts them. Years ago, they said to check on them once a month. I need them checked on daily. They could be in Denwood. Like, I'm from Halifax, Virginia. My kid's supposed to be in Prince Edward County, my oldest. And they're representing kids maybe in Dinwiddie, South Boston, Halifax, South Boston, a number of counties. I need a head count on that first, and then hire a group of people. Maybe one day you show up at their home, and one day you go to their school, or we meet one day to, court, and then so they know these children. If they're only checking on them once a month, the law needs to be with them. These are the most children that have been through the most horrible situations most of the time anyways, and it's not fair for them. So they don't need like inside-outside communication. I was trying to help a friend in Halifax, South Boston, where I'm from, and I had the proof for like sex trafficking for like 3 years, and I tried to text to get help to let them know. Well, they shut my text down, and I want observation calls and texts in Halifax, and we need it because if officers on duty are not told exactly what's being said, they can't help effectively. And so I'm worried about everyone, and I've been begging for it for years, and I don't understand if that one time I was told task force was 9 to 5. Well, I need task force all hours, and even if you're like an officer and you're not on duty, like inside-outside communication, or former officers, you need to be able to be reached. Like, what if it's life or death, and if you don't know, or you have to wait till you come back on duty, that's not helping. Communication is so important when it comes to helping. And so, with that being said, like doctors, lawyers, teachers, federal investigators, Sheriff's Department Office, Halifax, where I'm from, South Boston PD, Halifax Police here, I say that, and like task force and like crime scene investigators, you can't help effectively without these changes. So it's really important, and I pray someone to help me make these changes. Also, like, I would want people hired at school. If your kids aren't there within a couple hours, you're notified. You don't have to, if something was to happen, you're not notified until maybe you're not notified till that evening. And then it might be, you worry about them all night, you call and you can't reach them, and then you may have to be without them. And we need these changes. And I want 3 proper such as secure places, like post office setting before you enter the jail, so nothing enters the jail, like drugs or your cell phone, or say you got your papa's pocket knife or something like that. So if anything happens, this is not going to happen. It's like crime elimination. And I would like to have one in Halifax, Danville, and Richmond.